Architecture and Art of Islam. Islam means submission to God's will. The founder of Islam was Muhammad, and they call their God Allah. Muslims believe in the same prophets as Jews and Christians, such as Abraham, Noah, Moses, and Jesus. The holy text for Islam religion is the Quran. The Great Mosque of Cordoba, which was a Catholic church before it was made into a mosque. The Arabs had overthrown the Christian kingdom of the Visigoths. Prince Ahmed al-Rahman took over the Catholic Church and then enlarged it several times to make it bigger. The hypostyle prayer hall has 36 piers and 514 columns. These columns had a double-tiered arches that would carry the roof. The lower arches looked like horseshoes, and since they looked like horseshoes, they perhaps were adapted from the early Mesopotamian architecture. The horseshoes quickly became closely associated with Muslim architecture. Muslims thought taking different columns from places was unifying, and the dome was built of a crisscrossing ribs that created a pinned arch. The dome was covered lavishly with gold mosaics in radial patterns. Pyxis of Al-Mughira. The pyxis was made from ivory, and ivory was of durable, smooth, elegant, and easily carved. Al-Mughira was the son of Ahmed al-Rahman III. This was given to him on his 18th birthday. There are 4 8-lobed medallions. The medallions are surrounded by figures and animals that include falconers, wrestlers, griffins, peacocks, and other animals to be hunted. Specifically, sons, wives, and daughters on important occasions would be given these. The writing on the top translates to God's blessings, favors, joy, beatitude to Al-Mughira, son of the commander of the faithful. May God have mercy upon him in the year 357. The Golden Haggadah, which was created in 1320 CE, tells the story of Passover, which is a Jewish holiday. Passover is when the angel of death passed over houses taking firstborns, except for the Jewish people who put lamb's blood on top of the doors, so the angel of death passed over. This is a Jewish luminate manuscript, but it's also important because Moses is believed to be one of the prophets in Islam. Abraham is another prophet for Islam, had a son named Ishmael, and believed to be the forefather of Muhammad, who's a messenger of Allah who came and spread the word from Allah. Gabriel would come down, speak to him, and he would spread the word. Judaism was the main point of most religions, like Christianity and Islam. Islam kind of branched off of Judaism. The Great Mosque of Janneh, one of the largest mud-built structures in the world, but was threatened by environmental threats, especially flooding. The Great Mosque of Janneh was first built in the 13th century. It was a trading center and has been rebuilt twice. The people today replastered this mosque before season changing because monsoons can come, rain can destroy. The Great Mosque of Janneh, what we see today, is an earthen roof covers the building, which monumental pillars support it. Also on the top of the structure are ostrich eggs, which symbolize purity, good fortune. Al-Habra, located in Spain, was built during the Nasrid dynasty. last Muslims to rule Spain. Population 40,000, and at least half a dozen royalty lived here. 1 mile of walls, 30 towers of vasting size enclosed the city within a city. 3 purposes of this was a residence for rulers and close family, guards for safety, and an area for court officials to live. There were 3 original royal places, one of them being the Palace of Lions, which takes the name of the courtyard, and the courtyard was divided up into quadrants by cross-axial walkways, 12 lines. These walkways carried channels that would meet in the central marble fountain, which was on the back of 12 lions. The Mosque of Selim II, located in Turkey, dates between 1568 and 1575, reflects the Ottoman Empire expansion, which is located on top of the city, technically overlooks the whole city. And this was just not a mosque. It was a kitchen, it had education, community center, it was even a hospital. Sadan was the architect and artist of this mosque. The mosque was built on a central plan. It also was very influenced by Byzantine. When the Ottoman Empire took over Constantinople, which was the center of the Byzantine Empire, when they started building, it was very influenced by it. Even the golden interior of the dome shows how influenced how Ottomans were by the Byzantines. We can see the quarter domes on the outside are sitting on top of flying buttresses that are actually used in the Notre Dame in Paris, France.